Alright then. What's good for my YouTube and Twitch? We're gonna do the Mark the Assassin DLC now. So, without further ado, let's just get on it. Yeah, and this time we actually have everything I wanted to give the characters I'm going to be bringing.
You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Qunari.
What's left to say? The Arishok was killed and a champion crowned.
And yet we had Orlesians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Talis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Talis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Yeah, this is kind of what I mean.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Talis.
And of course, there's no one.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
Reliable at leading us into an ambush, you mean?
Why? It's not always an ambush.
Oh, really, Varric? Well, okay, obviously.
All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there is the champion of Kirkwall. You die today. Oh!
So, okay. What an extravagant introduction. One that has gone on longer than any other new character's introduction in the entire game.
Kill her! Kill all of them!
Well, what are you waiting for? Who the blazes is that? There! I'll deal with it. Go down!
Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
Were these crows a gift from you? That's generous.
Oh, I didn't arrange this, but it's no coincidence I'm here. My name is Talis, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Looking for the woman who has an invitation to Chateau Hain, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. You remember? Duke Prosper, the one who fawned all over you at the Champion of Kirkwall banquet. He talked about a hunt.
No, I don't remember.
I wouldn't dismiss it as
Convenient.
The Duke is a delightful host, or so I hear.
God
Let me
dang.
guess.
Whatever,
This
you
isn't just a
kind
social
of
club?
weird baby. I like it.
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
You want us to be thieves?
Because we never take anything that isn't ours?
Well, stealing from Orlesians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
What makes you think I steal things just because people ask me to?
May as well ask the question.
Well, I would.
What don't you do?
I may have talked you up a bit. Maybe more than once.
Oh, Varric.
What? You'd rather I told everyone you were a mage?
All I've heard is that you get things done. I'm hoping that's true.
I suppose there's no harm in hearing you out.
Let's be diplomatic
Looks
about
like
this
they were right about
for
you.
a little bit.
By they, I assume you mean me?
Evidently.
So tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Hain. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
So,
Don't forget to loot the bodies. Do I ever?
yeah.
Really need to pillage the dead?
Pillage and plunder is half the fun.
So, compare the intro to Mark of the Assassin to Legacy. All three of the Hawks, well, two of your Hawk siblings, yourself and whoever is alive between Bethany and Carver, are attacked by Harta within the comfort of their own homes, and the attacks didn't stop. So you're being forced to investigate the nature of the attack on yourself because of how mysterious it is. And because of that, what happens is that you end up being attacked in such a way Renzo, someone to clean up was at the edge. The squirrely little dwarf made a mess when we questioned him, but we got what we needed. Hawk will be in the Hightown Market tonight. Be sure to deliver the best regards of Lord Frederick's family. Alright. Alright. With Isabella, we got 2 daggers of the 4 wins for her today. Sure. Alright, oh, the pearl for Isabella. Ooh. No, I forgot to give you that. Okay. Yeah, sure. It's not sure. Alright, sure. Alright. So basically, what I'm really trying to get at here is that... Yeah, guess we'll just do all at once we get rid of it. So, Talos is locked in. And part of me wants to bring in Bethany and Carver just for the heck of it. Need to check. I want to bring them both, but we just played a huge DLC with them, and the story makes more sense with Isabel and Aveline for a little bit, so...
The jewel we're after is called the Heart of the Many.
Interesting name.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps. Protected by a private army of Orlesian chevaliers. All inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by monsters.
The introduction to this DLC quest line is just not as compelling as Legacy's. You can see the difference in quality between the two. It's like night and day.
And Justice, dear Prosper, when is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone. You'll know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a Wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
I think you want to move. Now.
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. These are honored guests. Please excuse Kahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms. Also, I am told.
A chastened? Here?
Ah, yes. You are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know these people.
Yeah.
They traded in Lothering sometimes. My family never had a problem with them.
See that, Kahir? Now you have someone to speak to. He's so very chatty, let me tell you. And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
And the beauty doesn't stop there. Are all you ladies hunting? How marvelous. I must say, your presence is a surprise. When we spoke at the banquet, you seemed uninterested when I mentioned our hunt.
I'm here now, aren't I?
Yeah, Boo.
Indeed you are.
I don't think you
And
care
we are
about
the
this,
richer
seriously,
for
not
your
to that
presence.
degree.
At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others. Yes?
I don't think I've ever encountered a Wyvern before.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
why would you?
Never heard of them before.
There are exceptional beasts, magnificent cousins to the mighty dragon. My only advice? Beware their poison. It's the deadliest thing about them, as well as the most valuable.
The other hunters will need the head start.
Ah, confidence. I like it. Good luck to you, my lady. Remember, fortune favors the bold.
Alright. I don't really care what Talos is going to be doing, to be completely honest. Alright.
Enjoy the hunt, my friend.
I provide equipment from the Duke.
Alright. Yeah, we're not going to be using the,
Please return to the other guests.
Lighted nobles keep riling up the dock.
You, who are you?
To join our duke, sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution, since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
Death is always the result, then?
Depending on exposure, it may take days. But yes, death is always the outcome if the poison isn't treated.
Since people hunt these creatures successfully, I imagine there's a trick to learn.
Ah, there are many tricks. It is best not to face the beasts head-on. Flank them. Blind them if you can.
I'll do whatever I can to avoid being hit, then.
May Andraste keep you safe. If you fail to avoid the venom completely, there are treatments. A distillation of herbs, equal parts, drake vein, Andraste's mantle, and winterberry can counteract the poison. May the Maker's luck grace your hunt. Be safe, Sirrah.
Master Salve. Alright, here we go. Alright, okay, so start here. Again, it's been a while since I played this one, so
I'm afraid I can't help you.
yeah, I figured as much. So for the hunting grounds. I got caught trying to type something interesting.
Do we need a lure? What do wyverns like?
If we're lucky, slutty pirates.
Or prudish man-virgins, maybe? We just need to look for signs and be careful. When we get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is.
That's where the jewel is.
The dialogue is also very much at its maximum Whedon-esque. Very much kind of insufferable if you like. It was a hip thing back over a decade ago. But honestly, I just rather not deal with it too much.
I'll deal with this. Ha! You are not enough. You should never have fought me. Go down.
I'm with you, as always.
Huh, I missed some. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious, but okay, whatever. Oh my god. Attributes, crit chance, damage. Sorry, I don't know what's up with my mouse. It's just like that. Also, I should take this moment to tell you that I used my good old friend, the GFF4 editor, to severely boost the efficiency of the Regalia of Weishaupt to my mage. First, I used a separate mod to outright change the passives to get rid of the stealth hit on chance ability, because that's bugged and will always cause you to lose all your passive abilities when you're playing a mage. So if you're playing a blood mage, it's really obnoxious to keep activating and reactivating. So the mod buffs it to give me crit chance, mass stamina regeneration, threat reduction, and blood magic. But next I used the GFF4 editor to add armor rune slots. The same way that the rogue glass armors I'm using also add armor rune slots, so that just makes everything a lot better. But one other thing that's really important is that the stat requirements are now magic and constitution instead of magic and willpower, because blood magic.
That wasn't the target.
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, we might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory.
Good thought. Do that.
This DLC in general is a lot more lighthearted than anything else in the Dragon Age 2 game. The content itself.
Leave me alone. He's often inappropriate. You're perfectly capable of dealing with such things yourself.
Gamlin, come on. Are you
You
serious?
want me to beat up a feeble old man? Well, that's cold even for you. I know. I'll ask Lady Biceps. She'll have an answer.
Break 'em. And wear pants.
Yeah.
That altar is very old and creepy. I wouldn't touch it.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I told you not to mess around with it.
You're not the boss, me, Dallas.
That's enough. Now you fall. Come on. Oh, that was pitiful.
Juggernaut.
The Sky Priest, huh? So it's acknowledged that Isabel doesn't actually wear pants for outfit. I thought we just kind of keep playing coy with that. Obviously, we're talking about her canon outfit, because canonically she doesn't wear any, but... Well, that was interesting, but I thought there was going to be some plot-relevant stuff over there. Okay.
A lot of blood. Would that be prey or from a wyvern itself?
I've heard they fight for dominance. Can't be gentle.
Maybe we can use some to draw out rivals. Added to what we have already. Is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt.
Yeah, yeah. Now, we only need to get a Wyvern, but what we want to do is show people why we're the champion of Kirkwall. What's your deal?
I've seen a pair of coursers. I've been calling and calling, but it is no use.
I'm not fucking mad.
Should know
This
better.
person you have a problem
But
with sounds
Sylvain
like
never
you're an
had an ounce
asshole.
of sense in his head.
I have no idea who or
You
what
freaking-
you're talking about.
My dogs, madame. What else could I mean? They took off after a stag, and the maker only knows where they've gotten to now. Please, you must help me find them.
Yeah, why not? I got nothing better to do. I literally have nothing better to do.
Andraste guide you. Famous! Blood of Andraste, where are those hands?
So basically, the DLC itself is really lighthearted, and it really doesn't leave that casual tone. It not casual. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, it can't talk about anything. I'm just saying that you can already tell that the atmosphere itself is way more goofy. It's a very much day of the week type of thing, instead of something that's really specifically related to Hawk's personal drama.
I am told weavers roost in the trees. Perhaps they wish it done.
And here I thought Orlesians only hunted other Orlesians for horrendous crimes against fashion.
Just ignore them.
Huh. Mabaris. Not really interested.
You'd think none of them had ever been on a hunt before.
Uh-huh.
Ah. Is that Wyvern's mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes.
It depends what they want
I
to
can
do.
try that.
It depends what they want to do. Uh-huh. Andraste's Mantle. The Master's Salve will be completed. But yeah, like, everything from the type of music we're listening to just the tone of all this is meant to literally just be general nonsense and making fun of these goofy people who don't know what they're talking about or what they're doing.
We've a hint of the beast! After it!
And it's just like,
Hunting wyverns. I'll just add that to the list of things I didn't expect to do today.
Poncy nobles. They should hunt bandits. Do some good instead of pointless sport.
Big game hunting is illegal in real life because at a fundamental level, there's really no point in deliberately hunting wild animals for sport. And also at a fundamental level, it's not really fair because we're... Oh, what was that noise? Oh well, we're not about that yet. Might as well explore the whole map. Drakeman. Alright. Exploration to me is this. I mean, there's a lot to explore, don't get me wrong. I don't mind looking over this big map. It's just that, again, this isn't even a criticism of the tone. I have no problem with one of the DLCs being grim, having a somewhat somber atmosphere and being depressing. Somber atmosphere and dealing with a serious matter of family that gets darker and darker the more you learn about it.
There is
But then we get to here and...
a nest, perhaps.
Oh dear God, what are these? I completely forgot what these are.
Now you fall. There's nothing like the smell of fresh blood.
The gas is a small vicious creature that dwells in mountain caves. One is a little more than a nuisance and will flee if threatened. The pack of 5 more, however, is much bolder and can easily overwhelm a bear. Though gas are unable to cooperate for survival, they show no signs of true intelligence. They are unable to speak, communicating through grunts and squeals. Yeah.
Hit me! What in Andraste's name were those?
Alright.
Ghasts. Cave creatures. They don't come out on the surface, however.
Lucky us.
Well, they smell like rotten eggs.
Yeah, gas are like that, and we'll be seeing them for...
Cold.
Oh, hey, the Lost Scholar.
Oh, blessed Andraste, thank you. I thought I'd die out here. I've been trapped here since last night.
Were you injured? Why were you out here?
The gas that chased me here got a few scratches in. But I'll heal. The truth told, I'm not looking for the Wyvern. I'm a scholar from Cumberland, researching an Avar cult that once lived here. They worship the Lady of the Skies to the exclusion of all other gods. I'm searching for their shrine.
I found an altar nearby.
I think I've been to your shrine. There were nothing but angry spirits at the site.
Nothing else. Pity. I had hoped. Oh, well. Rumors say they were driven from their last refuge. They left a great treasure in the goddess's keeping. But the mountain has
Great
defeated
treasure.
me. Please, take my research and see if you can do anything with it. I will try to make it back to camp. Good luck to you, Sarah.
But it's just that, at a fundamental level, there was a... Because Hawk was personally attacked for a reason that apparently was connected to their family, it became something that was eventually personal to the player, due to the implication. Because at that point in the game, you're not supposed to have more than one sibling left, so you and your sibling being attacked... If you and your sibling were attacked, that can't be a coincidence, so it becomes immediately personal. You don't want anyone to threaten your sole remaining familial character who's a party member. There's a hook there. The game does something to make you care about one of the characters you have left in your party.
Can I just imagine that wyverns are small, completely non-poisonous bunny-like creatures?
Not unless you picture it eating you.
Spoil sport.
The sooner we get the hunt over with, the sooner we'll be at the chateau to finish this.
Yes, I'm aware, but you're such a bore right now, Talus. Like, I can understand switching up for this lighthearted adventure, but acting like we're here for some genuinely pressing super secret need. But you cannot continuously act like we're here for some ultra pressing need and not let me do this frankly cool thing. Like, going on a hunt, I just said what I did about big game hunting, but it's fine to do it with fiction because you get to hunt fictional monsters instead of real animals, so it's really cool. It's like when we played the Borderlands 2 DLC, going to do the, where we got to hunt.
That must be the altar that weird old guy mentioned. What do his notes say?
Alright. Book of the Lady. Sacrificial Dagger. Attacks on enemy armor when you already have deal pure spirit damage. That's kind of silly. Girl Disguise. That is a treasure. But yeah. Hunting the Alpha Wyvern here is a cool idea for a DLC. And yes, switching it up from the Hawk, and yeah, like, it would be more interesting to me if if the player was given a personal reason to have Hawk go on this quest. Just the idea itself of going to Chateau Hain and going on this Alpha Wyvern hunt is more interesting than what the DLC...
Waste of time.
Never mind this lot.
Than what the DLC itself tells you is a more pressing matter. I guess is the best way to like... the best way to phrase it. In the Hammerlock deal, in the Havelock hunting DLC, the actual main quest.
Literally.
There you go, Hawk. It seems we're on the trail.
The main quest line for that DLC is treated like like a side quest. Even if it was a very long side quest, to be fair. So what ended up happening is that the side quests are actually the main attraction, so it's a whole point of going there. Was like the main attraction, all the cool monsters you got to hunt. And that's pretty cool. Like, we were basically playing Monster Hunter in Borderlands, and instead Borderlands decided to
Wyvern poison. I'm almost certain. Poor thing.
We'll have to leave him here.
We could tell his owner where he is. I don't know that it'll help much, though.
Alright, the Lost House we started by talking to the hunter. Calls for 2 dogs and asks you to keep an eye out for them. Completing the quest, focus on the Master's Sow first. Okay. Okay, so what we can do is complete the Master's Salve and use the salve on the dog. So let's go finish the Master's Salve first. And that's actually a very neat way to make the side quest feel like, oh hey, gassed?
There's nothing like the smell of fresh blood. Sun down.
Bloody things. I think that's the last of them. For now.
What are there usually?
A gasling nest can often be 100 or more. Just be thankful we're not underground.
Alright. But Dragon Age, at the fundamental level, I would have vastly preferred hunting gaslings over, hunting wyverns over as the main plot of this DLC. Just doing a big, stupid adventure. And that's fine. But I guess my biggest problem is that I'm not super invested in what this main story adventure is, because I'm just being told by this random person, help me look for this thing.
So you say a witch helped you get to Kirkwall?
Flemeth, the Witch of the Wilds.
Oh, her. I see her at the Hanged Man sometimes.
What?
Threatens to turn you into a toad and eat your babies if you beat her at cards.
You're joking.
Perhaps.
Okay, makes sense. Isabel doesn't really believe in that Ferelden myth. Simple fact is, we actually saw the Witch of the Wilds, though. I mean, it's not like the problem with that dialogue there is that you could just ask Hawk. It's a real thing. Woo! Oh, you can use magic, though.
What is it now?
Gassed hole.
Not funny.
Oh, Aveline, you broke character. That means it was actually pretty funny. Really, Aveline and Isabel's friendship over the couple of years is genuinely sweet. And there's something for both of them in this DLC, which is why I brought them here. They're genuinely one of the best parts of it. Well, that's kind of weird. Yeah. Like, man, I guess the Havelock, going back to the Havelock comparison, Borderlands is the type of game that can afford to make a DLC that's just hunt big monster, really. So it's not necessarily a fair comparison. But still. But still. Oh, there he goes, Winterberry.
Oh, that's everything the old Huntmaster said we needed for an antidote.
I don't think there's enough for a person, though. Maybe we can find a use for it.
And there's a use for it, we do. Talos also doesn't really... I guess the biggest thing is that... It's kind of funny I mentioned Borderlands a lot in this video, because Talos feels like she would fit better in a Borderlands game. Really.
He looks worse. Do you think he's in a lot of pain?
That salve you conspicuously mentioned should help.
Here's a use for that antidote we made.
Yeah, it's a poor creature. I have an idea, though.
Who's a cute puppy? I suppose we can't keep him, can we? His owner is probably waiting back at camp.
Alright. I swear, I don't know what's up with my mouse today. But now we should take this other route. See what's up there.
It can't be far off.
Hey, the Wyvern.
See that? We should be on our guard.
Ugh, well, at least we're getting closer.
Looking for clues.
Well, that's fragrant. I'll be staying upwind from now on.
Ooh, nug bones.
I don't blame you.
I wonder if a nug call would help attract a wyvern.
You know a nug call?
You go elbow deep in wyvern shit, and I'm the weird one?
Wyvern main call, learn nug call. Okay.
Wait, what happened to the birds and everything? Uh-oh.
Because, right, Talos' dialogue feels...
I want to meet it.
Like, Talos... I'm not one of those guys that harps on immersion a lot, but Talos really just feels like Felicia Day just wanted to be in Dragon Age and didn't really put a lot of work into sounding like she was an authentic part of the setting. I'm not saying Felicia Day is a bad voice actress or whatever.
This place to bits. If we were going to find one, it'd be here.
Well, we have to go back to the east now, because I didn't get the maiden call. That's annoying. Oh.
I'm in your debt, madame. Please accept this with my thanks.
Yay, I found your dog. The Hound Master's shortbow.
So this is what life could have been if Father hadn't been exiled. I think I'm alright with what I've got. And who I've got.
Nothing I see from this lot makes me second guess a thing.
Well, no. But their nation didn't get as strong as it is because of this bunch. It's a proud place with good reason. At least that's what Father chose to say.
would I dress like this if I didn't want people looking at me?
It doesn't make you uncomfortable.
Honey, you don't know uncomfortable till you've been bent backwards over the helm of a ship and handcuffed to the rail.
At your request, I assume.
It was complicated.
Sure it was.
Lovely time to be tromping through the forest, don't you think?
Okay, so I guess I really did have everything I needed. I misread that.
Yes,
all right, let's bait that wyvern.
Be the place to find a wyvern, and room enough to kill the thing without getting sat on. They're not stupid though. We'll need some really good bait.
Think we have enough bait to draw one in?
It may not entice a more experienced creature, but how much wyvern do we need to impress the Duke? I mean, something big would be fun, but we're here for other reasons.
I want to be ready. We'll probably get just one shot at it.
I'm gonna argue? Let's go.
Oh, gas. Sarah. Yeah. Oh, shit. Wyvern hunting. Wyvern hunting. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just want to talk to Elrin.
Imagine going to one of those Orlesian parties. I'd feel underdressed.
Undressed, you mean?
Well, I don't need to hide from the world by encasing myself in steel up to my eyebrows.
Right. Let it all hang out, so everyone knows what they're getting.
If you can't get along, stop talking to each other.
This is us getting along. Isn't that right, whore?
That's right, man-chin.
Strumpet.
Frigid bear sow.
See? We love each other.
That you do.
Oh, a wyvern kill. Some kind of holla or something.
We must have enough to bait a trap now.
Let's head to that spot we found.
Oof. Oh no. He was his claw. You can see his bare platinum, fat platinum. Yeah, it's pretty excusably bad. I don't want to talk about the man. Let's say here or there. Let's say here or there. I don't want to.
Right, the ideal spot to lure a wyvern because we want that.
Alright.
Lay it all out. I'm bringing the Duke a trophy to talk about.
Yes! I mean, if you're sure.
Oh, look,
Let's
she
get
actually
it.
wants to hunt
We've a lot of stuff
the
to lay
alpha
out,
wyvern.
For starters. Right, now the blood. What? The prey needs to be moving, doesn't it? Okay, I'll do the sound. You get ready. Don't look at me while I do this.
No, I will. Ungodly cacophony.
You want to do it? Didn't think so.
This is probably the most entertaining thing this character does, simply because it's like they're not making themselves so cool for Hawk.
There it is. And it looks mad.
Yeah, that's very clearly just a melee animation.
Well, if it isn't the Ferelden turnip. They say you are a champion of some backwater city in the east. Quite an achievement, I'm sure. I suggest you run along with your servants while you have the chance. This wyvern was mine to kill, not yours. Mine! 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 I paid good coin to be the one who wins this contest. It was my turn!
You see what I mean by the tone of this DLC being wildly lighter in tone compared to Legacy? You would not. This character just doesn't fit what Legacy was going for. That's Nicholas Bolton putting on a horrifically funny French accent, by the way. Like, I'm not French. I don't speak natural French accents. I can't tell how authentic these are.
You had your chance, Elysian, and you failed.
You dare talk to me in such a fashion?
You do realize this woman has nasty little thugs like you for breakfast, I hope?
More insolence! From a knife ear this time!
Oh, look. You're like a sport rival that's asking for a bootlicking.
Say the Wyvern was too much for them.
Now, what is going on here?
Prosper, this blasted she-bitch tried to steal my rightful kill.
Now, is that any way to speak of the champion of Kirkwall, Baron?
This is your fault for inviting a stinking turnip in the first place. Your mother would be ashamed.
Says the man whose mother has slept with half of Valchevin. My apologies.
Ooh.
Has always been a cheat. What would you have done with him?
You're not suggesting...
Why not? You believe Arlange would have stopped short of murder, given the chance?
Not assessing what.
Something on your mind? Just let him go. He's not worth your time, Hawk.
My word, such mercy.
He can't be more than he is. That's all. You've bested him.
No. I haven't gone this far as a champion at Kirkwall by just letting people who think they're entitled to take my life go.
There's only one price for losing.
And such a rude thing for a guest to do.
Chastened, kill him.
You can't be serious! You would let this filthy turnip tell you? Ah!
Congratulations on finding the Wyvern. It looks like a fine one indeed. There will be a celebration in the chateau courtyard. Do attend when you're ready.
It had to be done,
but not my choice.
It didn't need to come to that.
The Baron? He was asking for it.
I know.
Remind me never to call you a Ferelden turnip.
Is the party going to be this fun?
We should go to the chateau. Time to practice your table conversation.
Straight up, that was probably the most fun bit of DLC. Baron Arlange's lightning sword and his shield. Huh.
Right. Done with the wyverns. And various nonsense. Back to the chateau?
We're here for a reason. Let's take care of it.
I'm with you.